So I want to build a hanging basket, and the first thing that I'm going to do is look for a container. Now, you'll see these most often at any garden center. This is a 12-inch terracotta colored plastic basket that has the wire hangers, but I've decided to go a little different route, and I've decided on this adorable colander that is stainless steel and has this great color. I'm going to go through the steps of the plants that I chose and also how to build a hanging basket out of a colander. I've chosen plants that are all very sun tolerant. That's something that you need to consider when you're designing your basket. You need to know if you're going to hang it in the sun or in the shade and choose your plants accordingly. Hi, Mr. B. What we want to do now is to modify this colander so that it's now a hanging basket. The first thing you'll notice is it's full of holes because it's supposed to drain water, but we don't want it to drain soil as well. So what I'm going to use is burlap that I've cut into squares, and I am going to lay them in kind of a star pattern. So like that, like that, like that. So see, I've covered most of the holes with the burlap on the inside. Next, we're going to put in the soil. I'm going to move this. Not too much because I don't know how much room these little guys are going to take up. Push it around the sides. And then I do want to add a little bit of our transplant fertilizer. This is going to give these guys a nice boost. Just a little bit. Mix it in. Okay, so when you're designing any container, you want to think about the tried and true spiller, filler, and thriller. The thriller is the tall item that is in the center, or if your container is being looked at only from one side, the back of your container. The filler is the nice fluffy stuff that is about mid-height and upright and fills in all of the space around your thriller. And then the spiller is going to be these cute guys, like the VINCA, where it hangs and spills over the side of the container. This is a hanging basket, so it's going to be seen from all sides. So I think I want to put all of this in here. But I think it's going to be too big. What about this guy? And what I like to do is take most of the items that I want to put in there and kind of stage them before pulling them out of their pot. So if I decide that, oh, I don't really like how that looks, I'm not going to take it all the way out of its pot and distress it. So we're going to put this here. I love this guy. The NEMESIA is beautiful. I also like to keep the colors kind of opposite sides of each other. So you've got yellow here, you've got the oranges over here. This has got some purple, so I'm going to definitely mimic the purple on the opposite side over here. And then I've got my yellows spilling over the sides here. This doesn't look like it's going to fit, but I promise it will. Okay, so I'm going to start with this red rooster CAREX. Come out, little guy. I'm going to loosen up the roots a bit. He's been in there a while. Okay, set him right in the center because that's where he's going to stay. I love this. This one's name is Little Ruby. Now this one is both a filler and a spiller. It's going to actually start trailing once it gets a little longer, so it kind of does double duty. And then I'm going to want this beautiful NEMESIA. This is Baby Cake's Little Orange. That. Goes in there. See how it brings out the orange in the CAREX already? I love it. Now I'm going to spin it so that I can get to this side because I'm already starting to push things back. Many of these are actually perennial, so they're going to last throughout the season and stay strong for me. And then I can just switch out some of the annuals when I need to freshen it up. So this little guy is Desert Flame. And see, I'm putting it here. So we've got the dark and then we're back to light and we've got yellows on either side. I think I'm going to put him right here. Now see, I left a little spot right there. That's where I'm going to put a VINCA. I'm going to put a VINCA. This one is called Illumination. Pat him down in. Okay. So we're going to put the red thread in. Try not to make too much of a mess. Turn it towards me. This guy is going to go over here.
What are you doing?
Then we're going to take this VINCA, and it's going to be the last one. I really wanted to put this cute little guy in there, but I don't think I've got room for him. Woo! Now I really packed this full of plants, but ooh, I kind of love it. Then we're gonna squish these guys, make sure they're in there really good. Okay, you can see we've got this little guy full of wonderful, wonderful plants. Looks pretty from all sides. Now I need to just fill in some of the blank spaces. You can see there's a hole right there. Got to put some soil in there. So you think I forgot, but I didn't. We need to turn this lovely, lovely container into a hanging basket. And for this task, I'm going to use twine and scissors. So here is the handle. Let's see, how long do I want this? So I'm going to tie this in a knot. Pulled out a bunch of twine. Probably don't need this much. And then we do a lot of twisting. This gives it a cute little rustic look. Then going to tie it in a knot. There we go. Woo! And we've got 2 strings to hold it from on this end. And then we have to do the other side. This VINCA is in my way. So I'm actually going to tie him up so he doesn't keep getting into the rope. There, you stay. Now we're cooking. Tie it up. Woohoo! Cuteness. Okay. We'll free our VINCA. Okay, so we have done all the twisting and twining, And we should have 1 string, 2 string, 3 string, 4 string, which we can twist together and tie off. And then voila, hanging basket. Look how cute that is. Yay!